Right, today's special. Every day's special, but today we're going to be discussing scamming. Scamming's bad, of course, obviously, everyone knows that. But we'll be discussing today a certain type of scam that can happen in the video game community. We're discussing the fire jacket scam. Fire jacket's an item in Rust, just like a rare item, one that can cost a lot of in-game money. No, sorry, real life money. Um, which can relate to microtransactions and buying it from people, right? Because people on Steam, you can list items for sale. Here's a picture of the fire jacket. I'll put it right here, somewhere here. Um, so the reason I'm discussing this is because I want to raise awareness about it. This has happened to me 3 times. Twice I was just messing around with the scammers. The third time I did go along with it. Um, Not fully. I went along with it until I gave too many giveaways away that I've been through this before, and then they ended up catching on to me. And by catching on, they just give up. They give up the scam right there. So the second time, same thing happened. I went, damn, you're just scamming. And then they just went. First time was when I was genuinely scared for my Steam account, and I was worried. So I was really scared, and I went through many Reddit posts. I went to ChatGPT for help. Looked Google all over the place for help before I got back to them, and then I realized, yeah. So let's get into it and discuss the five. Okay. I do just want to say that all the evidence that I've collected from this that will be shown in this video is ones that I'll credit anyone whether if I do use any other bits of evidence, but all the evidence that will be shown in this video is coming from me and my experience with this scam. As well, it's not nice, is it? Okay, so we'll be starting with the today incident. So this reached out to me, said, "Hello, sorry. Hello, sorry I bothered you here. May I ask you something important? You know, to start off friendly." I said, "What's up?" They wanted to ask something about yesterday. Someone brought an item without receiving payment, so they didn't receive their payment. Is it you who brought my item? You being me, I didn't buy this item. Um, I said I haven't purchased anything recently. Kind of a lie, but also not. I kind of means I haven't purchased anything on the Steam market ever, but I did technically purchase Blade and Sorcery that day. They then proceeded to show their community market and said they're confused because on the Steam profile it says they have and sent their market history. I'll pop up a picture of the market history in a sec. Um, So I then proceed to go on and say, no, I haven't brought anything. To be honest, I haven't touched Rust in a while. I used to play it loads. Now this is a lie in itself because I wanted to go in for content. Why did I say this? Well, I just said why I said it. Sorry. But um, I've never actually played Rust. He proceeds to go on and say, well, someone did buy the item using your picture and name without the payment going through to my account. And did you receive the item? I said, nope, no item in my account. And no money in your account. So, did you even lose your item? The scammer will then proceed to go on and say, yeah, it is gone. And then they'll proceed to make a huge mistake in saying that they have reported your account. Just like with the first image, though, it is photoshopped and you didn't purchase the item, they Photoshop your thing in there. This is a fake report. So they will then send you off to so basically to that I ended up saying, I said, can I tell you something? I'm really scared for my account, just to play into this, scared role. Um they said, I'm very sorry at your Steam account. I reported your Steam account. It was a mistake, not intentional. I was just angry. Can you help me convince Steam support that the report was not meant for you? I do not want your account to get banned. I said, yep, sure, I'll help you. And then they sent me to this person along the name along the lines of Yahan. I believe I'm pronouncing that right. I could be wrong. With their friend code and said, can you friend them and whatnot. Jan, here we are. This is their account. So Jan will be the person who will be, we'll be discussing in part 2. I said, wait, okay, I can do that. And then they said, do you know how to contact someone through Steam customer services via a friend code? I said, yeah. All right. And then wait for his response. Okay, he said, sorry, yeah, I said yes. And then they said, all right, wait for his response, and here's his friend code. Send me his friend code. I'm gonna leave the friend code in because, well, I don't really give a crap for these guys, but no hate going their way, please, from anyone. And I said I did. I'll just wait. Let's move on to chatting to Jan. Right, so let's move on. Part 2. Here we are. Of this incredible story. Anyway, so Jahan. Oh yeah, just want to clear up before anything. I do not own Rust. You can see in the R category of my games, what Rec Room, Repo, RV there, yeah, just stuff like that. No Rust. Never owned it on any of my consoles. Never when I played console or PC. And also my Steam purchase history. You can see between the August 15th today, the making of this video, and the day has happened. I purchased Blade and Sorcery, and June 27th, Prison Architect. Nothing in between, nothing before, nothing after. So let's move on to Jan. So, Jan reached out to me. I'm trying to remember what he said. Here we are. I found the message. So, Jan reached out to me and said, something along the lines of, how am I gonna help? How I'm like with Steam services. How am I like Steam service support? How would you like me to help you with this? Like, whole thing. I didn't really take a screenshot for that bit, but my response to that was, I was reported over a stupid mistake with the fire jacket item on Rust. The report, this is the report ticket. Obviously, I sent the report ticket. And he said, could you provide a screenshot of your entire conversation with the user who reported you? I replied with it instantly because, well, I'd already been taking screenshots at that point because I knew what I wanted to do with this content. So, I then went on to ask Jan because I was getting really annoyed with this. This happened so many times, and I was just bored. I said, yeah, I mean, understood, because he asked me if I understood, like, what will happen. Oh, yeah, because they do use a scare tactic in here. They do say to you, I received a report, a report review from your Steam profile as per our coordinator's review system regarding fraud activity linked to illegal purchases. Are you aware that your Steam account may be permanently suspended and your IP address blocked from accessing Steam if you fail to provide that you're not involved in any illegal, fraudulent, or scam-related activities? Now, this is more of a scare tactic, as this is not a real Steam employee. This is a scare tactic to get you to, give in and whatnot. Get this guy on your side, like, oh, this guy's gonna help me, whatnot. So, moving on. After that, I said, understood. But please answer my question. How come this has happened multiple times to me? And he said, we just received reports of your account. And then I went on to say, no, but purchasing the items that I didn't buy. And then this happened over a span of a few minutes, but you can't really see the timestamp. But I said, you're dodging my question. Also, I have another question. Where did you go? Gotta help me with my account. Wait, I can play along. Let me get back in character and help you with your scam. Oh no, please fix my account. I then proceeded to say to Jahan, after all that, I'm done. I know this is a scam. I'm pretty sure it's a phishing scam. Oh yeah, I also did say earlier, I am not aware that this is fraudulent activity or whatever, but how is this purchase, in air quotes, illegal if it never happened? And to that he did say, yes, I understand your side that the report is mistaken, but our database detected that you've been reported, so you need to take action. I said, yeah, I understand, but please answer my question. That's when we went on to previous bit I discussed. I then went back to the previous guy, and I said to him, I got a response. He said, what did they say? And I said nothing, greeted him. He said 10 ticket ID. I said I did. He said all right. And then anyway, it's been a few minutes since I messaged him, kind of because they know each other, or it's maybe same account, not same account, same person, different accounts and whatnot. I said to him, yo, and I said, anyway, I know this is a scam to get to my account. I'm sure it's a phishing scam. Anyway, same thing I said to the other guy, and he also, yeah, he just said like, when I said the starting stuff, he said like, bear with me while we review this, and just stuff like that, just scare tactics, just so much unnecessary stuff, man. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah. Now, here's massive things to look out for with knowing Steam employees. A Steam employee, Valve employee, will never message you account wise, I don't believe. They will also never ask you to log out to remove bans or anything like that, as this did happen in my first ever encounter with one. First ever encounter with one of these scams. This makes it easier for them to trick you into giving you login details, or so they can hijack your account. So fake authority language, and they'll remove the ban restrictions. That will happen later. That didn't happen here. I'm just going through like stuff like that. That I went this is like loads of I wrote down before. So there is like a massive script. They literally just run off the same script, but the biggest red flags you should look for is Steam support of our employees do not work through friend codes or Steam chats. Real support from the Valve Corporation only happens on their official website. So the support account in any of these situations is a scammer, as in the next few steps they ask you to log out of your account, and they have your password, and they want, they ask for your email as well, because they ask for your email, a verification code, and to verify your account. Then once they have all that, they can steal your account, change the password, and anything like that. And some massive important takeaways: if your account is reported, it's not a fake report. Reports like that don't instantly ban you. You never need to contact support because someone else reported you. And if there was a real issue, Steam would notify you inside your account, and never ever through Discord. As one of the Steam employees in a previous one of these did ask me, can we move to Discord to sort this out? I have all of my chat logs with the previous, when this happened in April, with some guy called Jeff, and it's literally the same script and same stuff that happened, and the other guy called Rivet Maya, same stuff that happened today. Yeah, so so just keep this all in mind. I really hope this helped someone with everything that I've been through with these guys. This can happen with anyone out there. Just please always stay safe on the internet. Always search up if anyone random contacts you, if something seems off. Just in case anything could be a scam, just like if they want to log out your account or anything like that. Never ever log out of your account for anyone. Just please stay safe, everyone out there on the internet. This is more of an awareness video. But stay safe. Yeah, that includes you. Now please stay safe out there.